How soon do you think this can happen? Can this happen before 2019 election?
I can only tell you that between now and elections, there's time for a lot of the procedural steps that will turn this from proposal into amendment to take place. And the party has given assurances, the chairman of the party and the chairman of the committee has given assurances, publicly quoted, that the party is not going to leave any stone unturned until this is acted upon.
All right. Mr. Kemal-Pado, from your region of the country, the issue of resource control, the issue of whether or not what the states own, even the sea behind your backyard as a state, belongs to the center. What gladdens the heart of people from your region looking at the recommendations submitted to the public today by the APC?
What gladdens us more is the fact that the document is not yet a Bible. It's still subject to further tweaking. So in the process of the tweaking, what we're expecting is to further interrogate the details, which we believe that everybody needs to put together. Like now, there's a recommendation that all oil facilities onshore belongs to the state. Now, there will be the question, what happens to the 15% derivation? Does it mean that it will be onshore oil facilities plus 15% derivation? Does it mean it will be onshore oil facilities plus more than 15% derivation, or the 15% derivation is yanked off? If that is what it is, does all the facilities within the onshore, does it constitute more than the 15% derivation? And how much of it does it concern? You look at so many of our oil facilities are offshore. So these are the many things we are beginning to look at. But most important, like you said, we need to give the recommendations of the committee a chance of further tweaking. But we have to time it. We need a full-fledged result of this whole process, even before the election, so that we doesn't feel like people are scammed into an election. That is why I now call the President and the National Assembly to begin to review the document with a mindset of legacy. By that I mean people should drop politics and begin to put on statesmanship to see how we can drive this election. Don't forget, if this document gets to the National Assembly and all necessary stakeholders, these documents can be passed in less than 6 months if the presidency puts its will behind it. Don't forget, in this country, 10 bills were passed in 10 hours or 10 days in this country. So the most important thing is for us to reinforce this document.
All right.
Yes, I agree with Nigerians that there is a little bit of issue with trust when it comes to the messenger, which is the APC.
Yeah, we need to go now, Mr. Kemal-Pado. Let me allow Senator Adetunbi to anchor on his final thoughts on the program. Tonight, if you look into the camera, can you tell Nigerians that we can hold you to your word that this report and recommendations will matter in the coming days? If you can do that in 30 seconds. If you look at that camera and you tell Nigerians, Senator Adetunbi, that today, the day of the Lord, that you promise that Nigerians should expect something that is concrete.
Well, I will tell you this, Sheung, that this is a product of a sincere effort and a commitment by a political party to see a better Nigeria and to live a Nigeria that is better than we met it. And I can also assure you that the president of our country and the leadership of our party has internal processes of internal consultations, consensus building that will lead them to arrive at a final product that I believe can go to the President and the National Assembly for necessary action.
Senator Olubunmi Adetunbi, many thanks for your time. We will hold on to you. We probably will play this tape part to you at some point to remind your party on some of these very important issues. Mr. Alfred Kemal-Pado, at some point we need to drag you to talk about some of these issues yet again. Thank you so much for your time, Senator Adetunbi and Mr. Kemal-Pado. Well, that's our show tonight, everyone. Many thanks for being part of it. I'm Seun Akimbale. Bye-bye.